I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your library's fantastic email open rate may not be the cause for celebration that you think it is. We're going to talk about that and what you should be focusing on in this episode of the Library Marketing Show. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Angela Hursh. I am the person behind the blog superlibrarymarketing.com. Head there and look for the Library Marketing Show tab to ask a question or suggest a topic for a future episode of the show. You can also nominate your library or another library doing great work in library marketing for kudos. I have such a fun kudos to give away later on in the show. Don't miss it. Stick around for that. Before we get to today's topic, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching this video there. If you're on LinkedIn, you can click on the follow button. You get a notification on both of those platforms every time a new episode is released. And if you find this video helpful, useful, inspiring, scary, makes you angry, let me know in the comments or use the reaction to let me know how you feel about this. Okay. Started thinking about email open rates because I was listening to a podcast recently and there was a person being interviewed who works in library marketing, and they were celebrating the fact that their library's email open rate is 60%, which is a very high number. And it does indicate some success in their email marketing. So I don't want to take away from that. But I want to remind everybody that your email open rate is probably higher than it actually is. And here's what I mean by that. In the old days, our email providers would count an open as anytime someone actually opened that email up. So clicked on it and like pulled it up full screen and started to read it. But in the last year and a half, email providers like MailChimp, Constant Contact, they started to count opens using a 1 pixel image that they embed in the coding of your email. And certain email providers like Apple and Yahoo and Gmail and Hotmail will scan that 1 pixel image, and that scanning mechanism ends up getting counted as an open for your email provider. So what's really happening is people aren't exactly opening your email, they're scanning, their email providers just scanning that image and it's getting counted as an open. So it's almost like a false sense of success. Your email open rate, no matter what the number is a way for you to test things like your subject line and what time you can send. You can use an open rate as a strategy setting mechanism. I would think of it, though, more as a vanity metric. And the thing I really want you to focus on is not so much what your open rate is, it's what is your click-through rate? What is your action rate? And I have to be honest, I hardly ever hear library marketing professionals talk about their click rate. We're all very proud of our open rates. I fall into this trap too. But we need to focus on an action being taken from our email. So if people are clicking on your call to action buttons, reserving a place at a program, or downloading a book, or checking out a book, putting it on hold, or taking some other action using a database, those are the numbers I want you to focus on. Yes, those numbers are going to be smaller than your open rate, but they are so much more valuable. So yeah, that's what I have to say about open rates. I'm really sorry because I know this is going to crush some folks. I hope it doesn't crush you, actually. I hope it helps you to understand that I want to make sure that the work you do is really effective and the best use of your time. So just focus on those click-through rates. Open rates are great, but those click-through rates make those things go up. What do you think? Am I totally off base? Do you feel demoralized now? Or are you inspired to do something interesting and unique? And if you have an email that you sent recently and you're really proud of it, can you put a link to it, the view and browser link, down in the comments of this video? Because I'm a weirdo and I love to look at library email. So share your best library email with me and talk to me about your open and click rates and how you measure success in email. All right, it's time to give away our kudos today. And I have to say a big thank you to one of my viewers who wrote in their library, they work for Fond du Lac Library in Wisconsin. They had a book show up unexpectedly at their library from Australia. And they got 2 TV stations to cover this amazing, unexpected check-in of a book. So I'm going to put the links to both of those stories down in the show description if you're watching on YouTube, or the comments if you're watching on LinkedIn. And I want to give big kudos today to the Fond du Lac, Wisconsin Public Library, for sharing this great story with us. You did an awesome job getting that press coverage. All right, that's it for today's episode of the Library Marketing Show. But my channel has lots more tips for library marketing. If you're still interested in learning, head to the next video and I'll see you there.